Bill's getting ready to take Sonny and Blue out. And they got their bells. Are you ready? And Sonny needs to go running. He's got super high energy. You didn't get that energy out, huh? He can't wait. I don't know about Blue. He says, I don't care for him to go. So, he's getting in trouble for getting too close to the little cat. Because you don't know. Yep.
We're gonna find out.
Yep. So she's getting all ready. Are you ready?
Cool out.
It is cool. You gonna have to take your coat?
Yeah, I might tie it on just in case it gets a little bit cloudy.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? You're so big. He's gonna have fun running all over the place. Maybe he'll catch a rabbit for us. Sonny, hey, sit down. I know. Oh, you all excited. There they go. Okay. Okay. Go run his legs off.
I'll see you later. Well, I brought my jacket along just in case it gets cold, but it don't feel too bad out here. Just overcast and cloudy. It's supposed to get up in the high 60s today. Well, we'll see. Well, I'm headed out to a point where Susie walks through once in a while, and we go out there to cross that arroyo. It's not near as deep on down, but you really got to be careful right out through here. There's a lot of sinkholes. Our trail used to go right over there, but it caved in, so we kind of give it a wide berth now. The dogs can go out there a lot, but I don't go out there very close to that ditch with the horses. Just some places I can go close to it, but anyway, we're heading. Got Blue and Sonny. We're going to run his legs off. He's wanting Blue a lot, wanting to play. But we'll get him some exercise today. I had to bring extra water. There's not much water out here right now. But it's about a half a mile on down to where we're going to cross. I've got the bells on them today. Especially Blue, he can't hear very good now, so I can keep track of him by his sound. But I'm getting Sonny used to the bells. We put bigger bells on them that Susie bought here a while back, so we can keep track of them. We'll go over here by the, right in here, it's not too bad. You can go over close to this big arroyo. This is the one that comes by the house on the other side of the road. She's really watching the other side. There's a lot of times deer, when they move back into this area, they bed down over across that arroyo in that brush. A lot of salt cedar and some junipers. a lot of grass. So she probably heard or seen something. We'll go across down here in a bit, see if we see any sign of deer. Those bales make me think we used to, when we'd take horses and packing out, we'd always take a big bale. We've got it on the, it's a bigger bale than those, but we'd put it on Maggie, especially at night. And we'd get into places where there might be bears. We'd kind of liked it because it kind of shoo them out of the way. But we used to go in this one trail a lot up in the mountains. It's about a 2-hour drive from the house in the mountains above us. We would, where we parked the trailer, we would go and access a rim that ran kind of east and west somewhat. And once we get on top of it, you could see, you could actually see all the way to El Paso from there. It's pretty high up. You can see all out on the government land. But on the way back, we would always head to a canyon that we could come down and there'd be water along the way. We had Maggie with us on one of those trips, and we just had a small pack on her. Mostly canteens of water and our lunch. We figured we'd be all day up there. Time to time we would run into cows in those canyons where it's steep on both sides. The cows graze those canyons because that's where the grass is at a lot and the heavy timber. There's usually always grass in the canyons, or you might call them valleys, but they call them canyons out here. But anyway, the cows would get in front of us and start going back down. We'd be heading back towards the trailer. And we'd try to get around them several times, and they just bust loose. And one time there was a small group just standing and looking at us ahead, and I was gonna, we just let Maggie run. Had her lead rope tied up and around her neck, and just letting she'd just follow us. But she had a pack saddle and canteens and stuff on her. So I kind of moved ahead and going to shoo the cows a little bit out of the way if I could, where we get on past, they wouldn't bunch up in front of us all the way down. And when I started moving them, here she come. She wanted to help. And the canteens and all the stuff was jingling and jumping around on her pack, and that just scattered them. But she was trying to help. And anyway, those bales, she had a bale on her that day, and then the canteens was making a racket, banging around on the pack saddle. But she would do that. She would go off after cows from time to time. I'm getting ready now to go down across this peninsula, and it's kind of dicey. We've been really talking about this. I'm going to have to be real careful right through here, this spot here. We had thought about not coming in here no more, but this is a good crossing to get across this arroyo. It don't look like it's too wet. I did get into a bog here one time, so I have to be careful on that. That was pretty sinky there, but it don't look too bad. It's pretty dry and shady. Go on, Sonny, get. He thinks he can stop in front of them horses and she'll bite him on the butt. Go on, get. Blue. Blue. Nope. That was a little hard. There's a few holes there, but she made it. Sonny was coming up the rear, jingling along. But she done real good. She's not too worried about those bales. That's what I've been doing is, or we've been doing is taking them out with the horses out, getting them used to them bales ringing, because those dogs will come busting out of the brush, coming back to you sometimes, and it's quite an experience. But We just need to get them used to it. We're cutting through this brush here. Just keep an eye out for deer tracks. Just curious to see if they're moving. They move back and forth. They go with the water. They can go a long ways and a long time without water. So they just come through here off and on. We have heard some shooting out this way, but it sounded like somebody was doing target practice because it was a semi-automatic rifle, and they was shooting a bunch of rounds off out here somewhere the other day. I believe it's target practice. We hadn't been through here. Get! Go on, get! They stopped there to smell some poop. They're nosy. This is an old trail that we cut through here a long time ago. Susie used to run this or walk it and jog it. She's really looking. I jumped an oryx up in here, not too far from here one time. It's in the hot summertime, and I was on this horse here, and it was a big old bull oryx, and he just appeared. He just come up all of a sudden, and I got off my trail. I wasn't paying attention. She wasn't either. Come on, get back over here. Anyway, he jumped up and just stood there and looked at us. She jumped a little bit, but she was okay, and he run off about 30 or 40 yards and then just stood and looked at us. I kind of give them a wide berth. Usually I've heard they're aggressive. I've never had any trouble with them, but anyway, we're gonna go across this little meadow. The deer bed down out here a lot when they come through. We used to have a good trail all out through here. Susie used to walk and run this. She likes it better than getting out on the road because it's up and down hills and it's better scenery. But anyway, I'm gonna shut this off until I get up higher. I'm heading back, coming down that hill right there. Sonny, he's been getting too close behind her, and she finally whopped him a good one. Wasn't bad. He's not limping. Didn't cut him. But it kind of taught him a lesson. He's been bad about getting behind the horses too close. He's not used to being around horses, so he's not being careful. But maybe he will in the future. Seems like he wants to come up behind snow a lot. I don't know why. Susie was riding her here a while back, and he come up behind her and was grabbing at her tail. But this one here won't tolerate that. Maybe he learned his lesson. He's staying back about 8 or 10 feet. So he might have learned. I don't want him to get hurt, but he needs to give these horses space. When Blue done that a long time ago when he was young on this same horse. And she's not a kicking horse, but he was running at her from behind, and boy, she hit him hard, gashed him pretty good. Big cut on his hip, I think is what it was, but he doesn't ever come close to him anymore. He might come up to the front of him, but he knows them back feet are pretty good. I'm gonna try to go through this here. It's kind of growed up, a lot of thorns. Oh, Blue! Let's see. It looks like it's filled in quite a bit. It goes back and forth. It's easy. Kind of sinky right there, but she done pretty good. It's been flooding back on here. You can see where the water's been spreading out. Let's turn around here. The person that dumped all their tires here, they're floating down, going out on the government land now. Somebody dumped them upstream a year or so ago. I guess they was too lazy to take them to the dump. Anyway, we're heading back home. We'll get up on the hill that's right in front of us. It's where we walk to, or Susie walks to sometimes, and looks off. We used to see Ranger out there to the west. Yeah, Sonny's doing okay. I guess she didn't connect with him too hard. He's not limping. He just yelped. I heard it hit. And she got tired of him running up on her back legs. Experience is a valuable teacher. It's really washing out a lot back down in here. But it comes and goes. We get a big sandstorm, and it'll bring dust back into this area here from out there in the middle of the basin. Brings a lot of white sand in here occasionally. You can see traces of it off and on. It's going to be cloudy all day, just kind of off and on. There's some clearing, but mostly just kind of high, hazy clouds. We don't get a lot of cloudy days out here. Mostly sunshiny about every day, or mostly sunny. I'm going to wrap this up. I think dogs both had a good run. I know Blue probably had. Blue's getting pretty old. It'll come a time here before long where he can't go. I hate to see it, and he wants to go so bad. They all do. We had to start leaving Thule home. That we can take Blue on short rides, but on a long distance one, I don't think he'd take it. Anyway, I guess that's all for now. And from Out West Homestead, thanks for watching.